Thanks for staying with us on Network Africa. The Nigerian national senior women's football team, the Super Falcons, have taken their demand for the payment of unpaid bonuses one step further by making a direct appeal to the government. This comes after failed promises by the Ministry of Sports and the NFF. Our sports correspondent, Austin Okunakwan, reports.
Celebrating, doing it once again.
Members of the victorious Super Falcons on the podium smiling while receiving pleasantries from the Minister for Youth and Sports, Solomon Dalong, and NFF President Amaju Pinnick.
Celebrating. Big opportunity here, and there's the goal!
The Super Falcons showed class to beat host Cameroon to achieve a record 8th title at the Women's African Cup of Nations.
Nigeria, again, history repeating itself. They are the champions.
Before the final game, the players were assured that all outstanding allowances and wages will be paid.
Everybody knows the situation of the country, but government is not relenting on its responsibility. They know that these girls deserve to be motivated. And then we got the assurance of the government that really whatever is due for them will surely be released and given to them.
The feeling of joy.
The players kept their part of the deal, won the trophy, but when they got back home, all they received was assurances and reassurances.
We are working around the clock to see how we'll raise funds in order to address the issue of their bonuses. And Your Excellency, the problem with the issue of non-payment has a long history. They have been owed a very long time, even before I came on board as a minister.
Well, since the money wasn't forthcoming, the African champions took their protest to the National Assembly.
Look at Cameroon that took second. Cameroon, their country welcomed them in a big way, gave them good reception. Now our people are here. For how much is this they're talking about? Nigeria have money. They can pay this. NFF complain there's no money. I think that they are doing injustice to these girls.
It's a purpose as if I should share my tears and cry now. Please go. I'm pleading to the government to come to their aid, to pay them their money so that this country can move forward. Because it's so annoying. Please.
Football followers in the country have described this situation as embarrassing and one that is not good for women's football development. The presidency has assured that the unpaid allowances will be paid, but the members of the Super Falcons have also vowed that they will continue with the protest until they are sorted. Austin Okunakwan, Channels Television News.
A new World Health Organization report says children and pregnant women in sub-Saharan Africa have greater access to effective malaria control. The WHO also says that funding shortfalls and fragile health systems are undermining progress against malaria and could jeopardize efforts to reach globally agreed targets on the way to eventually eliminate the disease.
Children and pregnant women in sub-Saharan Africa have obtained better access to vital malaria control tools such as bed nets or indoor spraying, according to the annual malaria report published by the World Health Organization on Tuesday, December 12th. The 2016 report found that in 2015, 51% of children with fever seeking treatment at a public health facility received a diagnostic test for malaria, compared to 29% in 2010. Diagnostic testing enables health providers to rapidly detect malaria and prescribe life-saving treatment. The report also revealed that there have been an increase in diagnostic testing for children and preventive treatment for pregnant women over the last 5 years in the sub-Saharan region.
A Cairo hydroponic farm is using less water than traditional farms in a bid to combat Egypt's shrinking agricultural land. This new way of farming without soil is seen as a solution in Egyptian land without water.
Growing lettuce in the desert is not most people's idea of how to make successful farming, but Amir Bassouni believes he's onto something. The 30-year-old chief executive of Egyptian Hydro Farm says he is growing salad greens at his farm on the outskirts of Cairo, using 90% less water than traditional methods and at the same time obtaining better yields.
Hydroponics farming allows you to grow in 1 acre between 10 to 40 times what you can grow using traditional farming methods. You also save 90% of water consumption, and this is important in Egypt because we have scarce water resources. So you're able to grow large quantities with much less use of resources. With regards to the nutrients eaten by plants, they are not wasted in soil, but recycled. And finally, because the crops aren't in the ground, that means fewer insects and fewer chemicals needed to kill those insects.
Hydroponics is farming in water instead of soil. Basuni places his plants in pipes through which water and nutrients are pumped. 32-year-old commercial manager Adel Shentanawi says he had launched a social media campaign to explain the benefits of hydroponics.
Aside from directly speaking to customers, whether it is restaurants, retailers, supermarkets or hotels, we started advertising our products on social media and teaching people the differences between hydroponics and traditional farming and why it's better. We even helped customers by posting recipes on social media like Facebook and Instagram on how to use our products in a new and different way. Things started picking up slowly after that, and today people start asking for specific products and demand has increased.
Egypt's population of more than 90 million is growing, and agricultural land is shrinking due to illegal construction on the fertile banks of the Nile and its delta, the country's breadbasket. Unlicensed construction picked up pace after the 2011 uprising, with the government estimating that 90,000 acres of farmland were lost in the first 3 years alone. Some say hydroponics was used as far back as Hanging Gardens of Babylon, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. That theory is unproven, but hydroponics adherents believe the technology has stood the test of time.
And that's our program today. Thank you so much for watching. I am BC Adebayo.